I'm going to shoot your opener for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, y'all. This is Clark from Windy Hill Foundry.
Did I do that?
Yeah, you do.
That's all
Hey, y'all. This is Clark from Windy Hill Foundry. We got some folks over here doing some construction, and welcome to the channel. We got a bunch of stuff to show you this week. Y'all enjoy. No, I won't. That's going to land on the cutting room floor.
But it's pretty. That's probably going to be my opening.
Yeah.
So we got some construction fixing to happen around here today. Got my buddy Steven and Steve.
It says 81%. I guess it just shut off. I don't know.
And Keith is somewhere around here.
Over there. He's on the phone.
That's his rig over there. Stan Zinkosky. He's going to be here shortly. Got the floor all cleared out for Stan. Stan's going to be hanging me a longitudinal beam across here that's going to be 3 by 3 by 1/4 inch steel square tubing. And we're going to finish this wall today. We're going to run it all the way up to the ceiling. I got 10 that we're going to put on the outside of this wall. So I'm going to have a 10 tunnel going on here. And I've got, anyway, we're going to, and then from there, so we got all the lumber, got the labs for the 10. We're going to make a run for drywall probably in a little bit. So anyway, all this, all the way to the ceiling. And we even got the doors already, which are right here. They came out of our schoolhouse down the road. We're also somehow going to build a room there, and we're going to build a room around the induction furnace. So I'm very excited. Glad we're finally getting this done. The crane is gone. We took it down. It was scaring everybody, so we took that down. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get my molds into the vat.
Not so much. There you go. Yeah, I'm about 1 inch low from you.
You started low over here.
Well, that's why I did start as low as I possibly could, just to catch a full bead. All right. Hang on a second, Jeff.
You got your top plate? I do, top and bottom plate. You need some studs that are 70 and 3/4 inches.
Have you already done the math for me?
I need to move a little bit.
Take away my 3 inches. Take off the top and bottom.
Okay, so 70 and what?
70 and 3/4.
3/4.
That's the total height of the knee wall.
And so I need 67 and 3/4.
Very good. Yeah, you're about center.
I can math, okay. Okay, we need some studs. 67 and 3/4.
It looks like you're hot.
Like it?
Not really, but let's do it anyway.
Okay.
Let's put you right in the charge on it.
Actually, we could have went a little more. It don't matter.
Yeah, let's go a little more to get out of that charge.
All right. Yeah, because we're going to be trimming that other end anyway. I got a 45.
That thing is bad.
Yep. All right, guys, this is the Everlast 82i, and as you can see, we cut up quite a bit of tin with it. I was surprised. We're probably gonna have galvanized poisoning tomorrow, but it sure made things move a lot faster. As fast as I ever had to cut tin, and it worked well. We're doing ballistics test on the one of the worst cap stands. They're cleaning it good.
Huh?
Act like I'm not even here, Don. I'm just showing some of the stuff going on. Little Don don't like being in the camera. We got a wall that's, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's turning into a dungeon over here now, ain't it?
I don't give a shit. Summertime, all they're doing is moving the hot air around.
The one place I did see that works on it once.
Fixing to have this wall go all the way across. It's going to be 10 on the back side. Got Eddie and Steve up on the scaffold.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It put 3 inches of foam, and then it put like a polyethylene something around her white.
You barely get around in here. We got so much going on, but you got Steve and you got Roger out here. And they framed this up yesterday. This is the office, and they're running the wiring. And good. I got another outlet. Thank you. I forgot about that.
I'll put you one right here too.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
Yep.
So yeah, I haven't been videoing everything like I should, so I wanted to try to compile as much as I could.
Okay. You're gonna have to move the light because it's gonna interfere.
Yeah. I think they just shot a screw in that.
Here. I'm taller.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see.
Wherever you want it.
We're pretty good.
What are we doing, James?
Run the ground wire to your other ground bar, because for some reason chassis ground don't seem to work in this thing.
This is even good. It's got your name, the screws marked. Yep. Pencil and 2x4 something to use as a marker.
Now it's rolling. We're rolling across,
Oh, that is neat.
and that's the pan.
Well, guys, got the furnace in place, and the induction cabinet is right here on the other side of the wall in this room. We're not finished with it yet. It'll have its own room just for the induction furnace cabinet. Keep that better climate controlled in here. And yeah, it needs cleaning, I know. All this is going to be entirely different when we're finished with it. But we have a very nice upper deck up there. I'm going to have a counter right here that's going to have my scale with my ferrosilicon. Well, it'll probably be over here. And then in this corner, I'm going to have my safety gear, my fire, my suit. And that'll always be hanging up where I can get it. Yeah, we still got a lot of insulation we haven't put up yet. That's going to be coming soon. The old tin, it's rustic looking. I like it. I paid a lot of money for this, and I'm joking. This used to be the old roof off of this building, and I wanted to use it for walls. It's no longer suitable for a roof. I was having leaks in this building every 3 square feet until I put the new tin up, if you can see it. But anyway, I'm gonna make a place here to hang my pouring shanks, my tongs. All my tools are gonna be hanging on this wall right here. And then that door right there takes you into the molding area. So I'm gonna have 4 entrances, and it's dark as a dungeon down here. All this is gonna be cleaned out. The compressor, I'm gonna take it outside. The fan, I'm gonna have to slow that thing down. I have a wind tunnel now when I flip the switch to where I can be right here at the furnace. And it's hard to tell, but I got a lot of air cutting through here. So it's a little too much air. It'll freeze my iron before I can get it poured. But I got to clear all this out and get it to where we can work in here again as we finish everything out. The rail overhead goes all the way down to this end, if you can see it. Let me change the zoom here. All right, so there's the rail that Stan Zinkosky put in for me, and that's going to be a trolley that's going to go all the way from this wall all the way down through this wall. I'm going to cut a slot here to where we can have a trolley that rolls all the way down this 36 feet plus another 24 feet out to where we load stuff out here. So I'm anxious to get that finished. I had a guy reach out to me a month or so ago that has a CNC plasma cutter, I believe, and he told me that he would like to help me if I decide I want to put a trolley system in. Well, we got a few things left to do here to make this usable. Stan has the foundation for me installed. It's solid, level, straight, and our pouring line will be directly under that as well, if you wonder where I'm heading with this. So this is the induction room. We're on the outside of it, on the inside of the building, and we've got a lot more sheetrock to go. But you can kind of get an idea of what we're going to do here. This really opens things up in here, guys, and all this is going to be climate controlled. I'm very excited about that. But as I said, we're going to have a loft over the induction room. You can walk. You got plenty of headroom all the way up on that area there. And then we have some additional storage over this. We haven't excused the blankets. That was chucked up there this winter to keep the dogs warm. They like to hide in here and stay. But anyway, you go on down. We we're leaving the main molding area, which is going to be right here. And we're going to set up this great big surface plate right over there for casting layout and video demonstrations where we need a nice, cool looking table. So we're going to come around here. This is the office. It's a 12 by 12. I wanted it, and 12 by 12 is not big, guys. This is not that big at all. So yeah, we still got to finish putting the walls up around here and get most of this junk organized. We have a lot of things, including machinery, that doesn't belong in here. We're fixing to move out. And I just sold my South Bend lathe, which is right over here. We're going to get this huge thing out of here. And, you know, it's been a good lathe. I've used it a lot. And then under the plastic there in the corner is a small lathe that I've had since I was like 16 years old. I cut a lot of grass for that thing. But I'm keeping it. I probably won't keep it in the building. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. But anyway, I need, this area is going to be where the woodworking equipment's going to be. We have for pattern touch-up, of course. We're not going to be making patterns here. I have a lot going on that is really hard to keep up with right now. And this construction, we desperately needed it. We had to stop at some point just to focus on that and knock it out. And we had a whole bunch of guys. I got to tell you, we had a really good team Thursday and Friday. And Saturday, we had some help out here Saturday. Along with, well, actually Wednesday night it started. And everybody that showed up knew exactly what to do. And it was awesome. Everybody had their own set of skills, and they were either working on the electricity, working on the carpentry work, working on the welding, the foundation. Every single person played a key part in knocking this out. I am grateful for every single one of those guys. But we didn't have a single supervisor, and everything went like clockwork. So yeah, I'm amazed at how well we can work together and knock things out, and not have to have an upper management guy come in here that has no idea what we're doing and try to organize us. Well, I can't end this video until I have introduced you to each and every one of these friends of mine. This is Eddie Wilson of Madison, Mississippi. Eddie, along with his entire family, have been coming out here and still are helping me anytime they can to help button up this project that I got going on with the building construction. Next, you have my good friend Sean Thompson. Sean has been on some of my earlier videos. He brought his brother out for the event this day. This is Kurt. And then behind Sean is my friend Don Newcomb from Gulfport. And Don and I were, right after we met, we were talking, and it turns out that my brother's father-in-law and Don used to work together as oceanographers down at the Stennis Space Center. Next, these two guys together are father and son, Big Don and Little Don Lee of Cleveland, Mississippi. They've been on some earlier videos of mine as well. The guy in the suspenders, that's Mr. Stephen Mckinley from St. Louis, Missouri. Stephen's got a YouTube channel, Stephen Mckinley 67, and I have done a video not too long ago on his rare automobile collection that he has. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you check that out. And then next to him is my buddy Steve Watkins from Austin, Texas. Steve has a channel on YouTube, Steve Watkins at Work. And Steve's not only up here to help us with this building project, but he was also here to stick it out during the last few days of the capstan to help me pull that final one off. And honestly, if it hadn't been for Steve, it's a good possibility I may still be working on it now. And then there's me, of course. And then behind me would be Tristen of Barzy Industrial. And then next in line, I shouldn't have to introduce you to Keith, but just in case, this is Keith Rucker of Tifton, Georgia. And Keith Rucker has a channel, vintagemachinery.org. And then behind him is Mr. Barzy Industrial himself, Stan Zinkosky. And Stan has a channel on YouTube, Shaden HKW. Stan he's from Rancho Cucamonga, California. So he's the farthest one away that's come. And then it just so happens he's also got roots here in the state of Mississippi. No, we're not kin. I just thought it'd be interesting to let you know that. And then my good friend, the gray shirt, that's Roger Ohlsson. He and I go back several years now, as Roger has had a lot of experience in the foundry industry as himself. And then Jeff of Barzy Industrial, along with the guy in the red t-shirt, Mr. James C. Kilroy, my good friend in Vicksburg, who also has a channel on YouTube, James C. Kilroy Jr. Last but not least, my good friend Brian Morris from Indiana. Brian's been coming down here several years in a row to help us get things organized as well. And hopefully the next time we get together, we'll be able to relax and enjoy it a little better. And I also want to add another person to the mix. He wasn't able to attend, but it's also Steve Watkins' friend, Mr. Don Madere. Don contributed to the effort to get a lot of this work done, and I wanted to give him a special thanks as well. For those who have been asking about the Windy Hill Foundry hats, these are now available on my website, windyhillfoundry.com, under stores, or you can click on the above link. These are on the pricey side, but keep in mind the shipping is included. Have a good day.